Today we will discuss about transpiration in plants. What is transpiration? Transpiration means loss of excess amount of water from the aerial parts of the plant's body, that is known as transpiration. Just like evaporation. Evaporation means liquid converted into its gaseous form. Similarly, evaporation process will take place in plant's body, that is known as transpiration. It is a physiological process in plants. Ultimately, if you want to drink water, you know what will be the amount of water you have to take at least. But in plant's body, plant can intake more water, and after all only 1 to 2% water used in photosynthesis, and the remaining water will be, most of the water will be evaporated from the aerial parts of the plant's body via transpiration. So our topic is about transpiration. So what is transpiration? Transpiration means loss of excess amount of water from the aerial parts of the plant's body, known as transpiration. Now, transpiration process is very much important in plant's body and also require good climate. There are three types of transpiration or mode of transpiration, that is three types. One is stomatal transpiration, cuticular transpiration and lenticular transpiration. Three types of transpirations are there. Among three types of transpiration, very important, that is stomatal transpiration, because 90 to 95% water from plant's body will be evaporated, or transpiration will occur by stomatal transpiration. Now, what is stomata and what is the function of stomata? Stomata are the small pores present in both surface of a leaf. Especially, more stomata are present in dorsal surface of a leaf. If you think about the structure of a leaf, if it is ventral and if it is the dorsal surface, so it is lower surface also. So in dorsal or lower surface, more stomata are present rather than ventral surface. In ventral surface, less stomata are present. So stomata are the small openings present in leaves. So I will show you the structure here. It is the structure of a leaf. Here, in the structure of a leaf, small pores are present. These are stomata. So stomata are present here. Is the structure of a leaf where more stomata are present. If it is ventral surface, there will be also dorsal surface, means lower surface. There are also more stomata. And if you see the microscopic structure of stomata, it looks like that. The structure looks like that. Here it is the structure where the middle portion, it is stomata. The middle portion located here, that is stomata, and these are guard cells. These are present here, guard cells. It is also guard cells which are present here, and it is a nucleus of guard cell. It is also nucleus of guard cell, and here it is present epidermal surface. The surrounding layer present here, these are epidermal surface. These are the microscopic structure of stomata. When transpiration will occur, means the guard cells are present here, it will filled with water. So when the guard cells completely filled with water, then stomata will open. It is the opening stomata. That's why transpiration will occur from this pore. When the guard cells are not filled with water, then that stomata will pause here. Stomata will close here. That's why guard cell looks like that. Guard cells will be this kind of structure where stomata completely closed here. If two are guard cells, here stomata closed. So water concentration is low into guard cells, but here water concentration is very high. That's why as the water concentration is very high, so here stomata is open. So by the help of the structure, when the stomata will open, transpiration will occur. It is known as stomatal transpiration. So in stomatal transpiration, by stomatal transpiration in plant's body, 90% water or maybe more than 90% water will be evaporated from plant's body. Next is cuticular transpiration and lenticular transpiration. Cuticle means a waxy layer present in the, especially in the upper surface of a leaf. So if it is the surface of a leaf, in the upper surface of a leaf, a waxy layer is present, and if it is more thick, much thicker, so what will happen, it will reduce the rate of transpiration. So if a waxy layer is present in the ventral surface of the leaf, and if it is much thicker, so it will reduce the rate of transpiration. That is especially present cuticle in desert plants. As you know, in deserts, transpiration will reduce due to their climate. Next is lenticular transpiration. Lenticular transpiration means in the stem of plants, means in the bark, small pores are present which are ultimately open. Stomata either opening or closing depend on the water concentration in guard cells. But lenticular transpiration, lenticels are present. These are small pores present in the old bark stem, and it is open always. With the help of lenticels, transpiration maybe 5% or less than 5% transpiration will take place. So three types of transpiration: stomatal transpiration, cuticular transpiration, lenticular transpiration. Next is what will be the ultimate effect of transpiration in plant's body. So ultimate effect of the transpiration in plant's body, that is cooling effect. So with the help of transpiration in plant's body, water is as it is liquid, means water, so it will convert it into its gaseous form via transpiration, so it will take heat from plant's body, so as a result, cooling effect. Number 2, transpiration pool, ascent of sap. What is this? Means with the help of transpiration there will be deficiency of water in the upper surface of the plants. So with the help of transpiration pool, again plants will absorb more water via root, and that water will be conducted by xylem in the various surface of the plants. And the third point is very important, that is water cycle. With the help of transpiration also maintaining water cycle, because plants absorb water and that water will be evaporated from the aerial parts of the plant's body via transpiration, and then it will form its gaseous form. After rain it will come down into soil. So that is the water cycle maintaining by transpiration. So these are some effect due to transpiration. Now what are the condition required for transpiration? What are the main condition required for transpiration? There are mainly two types of condition. One is external condition, other one is internal condition. Just like external condition, sunlight, intensity of sunlight. If the intensity of sunlight is more, so transpiration rate will increase. If the intensity of sunlight less, transpiration rate will decrease. Similarly, velocity of wind. If the velocity of wind or speed of wind is more, then transpiration rate will increase. If the speed of wind is less, then the transpiration rate will decrease. Similarly, temperature. If the temperature is very high, just like in desert, temperature is very high, so there will be more transpiration. That's why in desert there are xerophytes, because they are stomata or leaves converted into spine to reduce the number of stomata in their leaves. So these are adaptation in deserts, as there is deficiency of water but more transpiration due to high temperature. Similarly, if the temperature is very high, so there will be very transpiration rate will increase. If the temperature is very low, transpiration rate will decrease. Similarly, carbon dioxide density. If in atmosphere density of carbon dioxide increase, then rate of transpiration will decrease. But carbon dioxide rate decrease, rate of transpiration will increase. Similarly, humidity means amount of water droplets or water vapor present in atmosphere. If air already humid, so rate of transpiration will decrease. But if humidity is very low in atmosphere, then rate of transpiration will increase. These are some external factors affect rate of transpiration. I will discuss now some internal factors which will affect the rate of transpiration. How? Internal factors means within the cell, especially in plant cells, say there is cell vacuoles, and within cell vacuoles ascent of sap is present, or not ascent of sap, cell sap is present. If the cell sap concentration is very high, then the rate of transpiration will very high, means it will increase. If the cell sap concentration means the within the cell vacuole cell sap concentration is very low, then rate of transpiration will very low, as deficiency of water within the cell. So that is the main internal factor. Also, if there is sufficient amount of water in the soil, then the rate of transpiration in plant's body will increase. If the amount of water in the soil is low, deficiency of water, so the rate of transpiration in plant's body will decrease. That is the portion related to the condition required for transpiration and effect of transpiration. So it's very very important: types of transpiration, definition of transpiration, as well as effect of transpiration, and some external effect as well as some internal effect, and ultimately what are the conditions required, especially internal effect, internal condition and external condition, very much important for transpiration. So you will read it from your book, this chapter, and I am sending you one PDF file notes on transpiration. You read it. Thank you, students.